Hi everyone, I've just stolen the camera for 30 seconds. Now, Daniel doesn't know I'm doing this because he's actually upstairs on a work call, but I'm just making some egg muffins because I've got some leftover eggs. So I just wanted to share with you what I was doing, just because they're a great snack to have. So very simple, just whatever veggies you might have. So all I've got here today is spring onions, mushrooms and peppers chopped up. And then my eggs in here, and I put some pepper in there too. If I've got spinach, that's always nice to put in. Some people make these with and add sort of cheese and bacon and things, but I like to keep them as healthy as possible and have them as a snack. So all we need to do now is mix it all together, pop it in here, and then these will just go into the oven on 180 for around 20 minutes. And that's it. Very easy. So here we are then, all ready for the oven. So I've used 6 eggs today, and that's made 9 egg muffins. Yum yum.
Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. Yes, I am sat in my bed. No, this is not going to get X-rated. I thought I'd talk about my training in a bit more of a long-term plan, both because I often think I focus on my day's training without taking a step back and looking at the next week, the next month, the next 3 months or so on. Like, I do that myself, but I don't show it on a video, so I'm going to do that now. And I haven't picked the camera up yet today, and it's 5:30, so I sort of need a bit of filler. So hopefully, if I've done this right, you can see on screen what I'm looking at. It's my Training Peaks calendar. So as well as James, my coach at RideHarder, as well as actual sessions, he puts in some words which help me understand the sessions. So we're now in phase 2, which is the aerobic build. During this phase, we're looking to raise your FTP, also known as pulling the curve up. Who doesn't want a higher FTP? Nobody that I know. Now, a bit more of a detail. So if we look at tonight's session is a bit of a warm-up and then 2 times 15 minutes at threshold. That's going to be a hard workout. Well, why are we training at threshold? Well, let me tell you. James has spoken about here a bit about what is time till total exhaustion. Now, I'm not going to read this word for word, but I might just pick a few key parts out. So basically, it's the maximum duration for which you can hold your FTP for. Now, I know you might say, well, your FTP is an hour. Yes, however, they're all estimated, aren't they? Unless you do a 1 hour power test. I know I have done that, so I know what my FTP is, but all these tests we do, 20-minute tests, ramp tests, they're all an estimation. So if you're trying to find out your time till total exhaustion, that's how long you can actually hold that power for. So it might be you can hold it for an hour and 5, an hour and 10, an hour and 20, or 45 minutes or so on. So this is basically working that. So what James is saying is that FTP has both a vertical component, pushing the number up, and a horizontal component. How long can you hold it for? If you just focus on pulling it up, you're going to lose out to athletes who are focused on doing it across. There we go. Basically, if you've got an FTP of, let's say, 1,000,000 watts, but you can only hold it for 45 minutes or for an hour, you're going to lose out to an athlete who can hold 900,000 watts but can do it for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it's your time till total exhaustion that matters, especially when you start doing events that are like an hour and a half long, an hour and 45 long, however, like 50-mile time trial or 30-mile time trial, whatever. It's really important, how long you can hold it for. So that's the purpose of the next couple of weeks training, and that's the purpose of tonight's session. So yeah, as I said earlier, tonight's session is a warm-up, bit of an easy spin, zone 2, and then 2 times 15 minutes threshold. This is part of the RideHarder Advanced Academy, so we're going to get on the Zoom call with them. We're going to talk it through, then obviously we're just going to breathe heavily at each other for 2 times 15 minutes. But these are the sessions that I would really struggle to actually finish or start, but doing it in a group makes it a lot easier. So let's get on the bike, let's get cracking. I think Liz is going to do some sort of session as well, so we'll see her in there. Okay, so just about ready to rock and roll. It's absolutely freezing, isn't it? We've both got coats on, start, jumpers on, whatever. What's your session tonight, Liz?
Mine is an aerobic mashup. Yeah. Which is basically warm up, low zone 2, high zone 2, tempo, low zone 2, sweet spot, tempo, low zone 2, high zone 2, sweet spot, low zone 2, tempo, high zone 2, low zone 2, cool down, the end.
I think you missed a zone 2 in there. Basically, it's a ride that is just as if you were doing a ride on the road, is it? Something like that. There's probably a session brief on that you haven't looked at. We've already given you one session brief today, so that's probably enough. But essentially, we're both going to be doing an hour session next to each other, perfect harmony. So yeah, let's get cracking. Watch out, Liz is taking a fleece off for you all. Here we go.
It's disgusting.
Don't normally stop you. How was your session, Liz?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Good.
I like the sessions where you mix it up, doing different sort of tempos and things. Yeah. It makes the time go a lot quicker.
It does, doesn't it? Mentally easy to get through. Well done, good session. Let's have some lasagna.
Some lasagna. We're actually having lasagna tonight.
I'll try. Anyway, my session done. Here's the RideHarder crew. I did the first 15 minutes in TT position, and I did the second 15 sat up. Did a bit more power for the second one. I'll put the powers on screen now so you can see what the first one was this, and the second one was this. But I'd estimate about 3.35, maybe 3.45. I don't know, we'll see how close it was at the end. But yeah, real good session. Doing it in the group makes it so much easier, and it's been great to do training alongside you, Liz.
Perfect.
After all that, the fleece is back on. So that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do give the video a like. Helps other people discover the channel. Hope your training's going well. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM.
Bye.
Bye.